Hey, what's up everyone? It's my guy knows a guy, NBA betting today on the SportX Insights YouTube channel. Good morning to everyone, good afternoon to some, good evening to others. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you feel great today. Yesterday was a good day in the NBA, good bounce back day. A lot of contrarian spots hit. The system was rolling. If you guys can take a second, hit like on the video, subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on Twitter. If this is your first time watching, subscribe on the YouTube app and turn notifications on. Also, take a second to visit sportx.bet, the crypto sportsbook owned by its community. You get paid crypto, extra crypto while you're betting on the games on the blockchain, all decentralized. No one's in control of your money. Take a second to visit sportx.bet, especially if you're outside of the US. Take advantage of this opportunity. Just want to say good morning to everyone. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the game last night, the Mavericks game. Hope you guys enjoyed the Cavaliers game. Some good basketball last night. The public didn't do too well overall. There were some injuries last night. We know Zach LaVine went down. There was a lot going on in the NBA last night. We're going to try to unpack it. Might possibly have another session later in the day because some of the key plays that I do want to play, there are no markets available for props because of injury news in the NBA. Although they did list props for the Bucks Raptors matchup tonight, we're going to get into that game quickly. I'm going to also just give out some picks that I've already placed money on. I will post the picks later on Twitter, but I just want to reward everyone that is taking a second to support the free sports betting content right now. And, just if you want to get the early lines, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, Seth Curry of the Philadelphia 76ers, I was extremely confident in that prop, like extremely, okay? But it was minus 115, minus 110 range early in the day. I actually got it at plus 100 when it first opened. And by the time we did the evening stream last night, it was minus 145. So that just goes to show you that with the props market, with the spread market, there are, it can be beneficial to bet early, but it can also be beneficial to wait. So, good morning, everyone. Let's go. I don't care that I won yesterday. I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed at the T-Wolves on Thursday. So, we're going to try to get our money back again today. Hit the like button. Let's get to, the Raptors A last night. Shout out to the Pistons, bro. I just rode the trend. I said last night on the stream, everyone that was watching here last night, I know there's a lot of NFL stuff going on today as well. Going to be covering the NFL Super Wildcard Weekend on the SportX Project Twitter account. Make sure you guys visit SportX Project, the Twitter account on YouTube. If you're betting on NFL this weekend, I'm going to be diving into that. I know a lot of people have already made up their decisions, but I had to take a bit of time to research the games. There's a lot going on. Shout out to the Pistons last night. There's a lot of stuff that happened. Going to get into today. It's Saturday. Another opportunity, another day to be the best. To do as well as we can. Now I'm rambling. Now I'm stuttering. Let me get to the picks. What's up, Kaniska? I will message you after this. I'll check that out. Savion, Mr. Barlow, Joseph. If you guys can, I have about 50 people watching right now. If you guys can, let us get 50 likes on the video, whether you're watching it now or later. Now let me get to the lineups for you, and I'm gonna pull up the starting lineups on RotoWire as they are right now, and I'll give you guys some of the picks that I like today and some of my rationale behind it, and I'll get out of here. I'll probably be here for another 10-15 minutes. I said Darius Garland was going off. I remember the game last season when the Spurs were like -9 against the Cavs, and he had his career high, like 37 points against the Spurs. I just remembered that game going into yesterday. We cashed the Cavs team total over by 2 points. Sharp stuff, but hey, we came out. The picks that I posted on Twitter went 5-1. We're gonna try to continue today. Also, shout out to DeAndre Hunter. I did take a sprinkle on the Hawks money line. I said DeAndre Hunter is gonna take advantage of the opportunity, the higher usage without Cam Reddish in the locker room. He came into the starting lineup last night and dropped 20. DeAndre Hunter is going to be a key piece of the Atlanta Hawks moving forward. I just want to say that to everyone. Hit the like button. Let me pull up the starting five right now, and the starting lineups. Hey, what's up, CJ? What's up, Furlow? Yeah, Kaniska, I got you right after this. Joseph, what's up? All right, so these lineups, I can attest that they are accurate as of this hour. Sometimes they take a bit of time to update, but they do a pretty good job of updating the starting fives. The starting lineups for the NBA teams as news comes in. They do a pretty good job. We just got some news, by the way, right now that Kristaps Porzingis has cleared health and safety protocols. They didn't say he's going to play tonight, but I just got that alert. Kristaps Porzingis is out of health and safety protocols. Big breakfast. All right, so I'm going to go right to a game that is definitely on my radar today. The Raptors and the Bucks game. This game, the Raptors have essentially performed very well against the Bucks ATS as of late. If you guys know, Nick Nurse essentially devised the script that the rest of the NBA tries to replicate in terms of building the wall to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. For some reason, the personnel that the Raptors have been very effective at limiting Giannis Antetokounmpo over the years. We've definitely been a thorn in their side. Disclaimer, I am a fan of the Toronto Raptors, everyone. I do have the hat on, but I am also a fan of the Toronto Raptors, but there is no bias in here. I'm still running my system. I will fade the Raptors. I faded them last night. I took the Pistons. So I don't want anyone to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I'm from Toronto. But we have a matchup here where it just seems like Giannis and Chris Middleton have not been able to figure the Toronto Raptors out. The Raptors are, a team that has a lot of highly switchable defenders, versatile defenders that have been able to play very well against the Bucks as of late. This is actually not just as of late. This is going back 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years, everyone. Let me just pull something up. The line right now is Raptors -7. Milwaukee Bucks -7 on sportx.bet, and the total is 221.5. I will tell you in this particular matchup, I know the Bucks are a bit rested. I know that people will want to take the under on the second night of a back-to-back for the Raptors, but I'm going to be playing overs in this particular game. I'm projecting fireworks, quality offense last night. For some reason, Dwayne Casey, as I said yesterday with the Pistons, it was his Super Bowl. It was his Super Bowl to play against the Toronto Raptors. It is every time. This is the team that essentially shamed him, The Pistons still have NBA players. They game planned very well for the Raptors, but it's also possible that the Raptors were looking ahead to this matchup, which is a marquee matchup for us. It may not be in America, but when the Raptors play the Bucks, it's a marquee matchup in the sports media in Toronto, just because of the history between the two teams. Okay, so my matchup, a couple of plays that I'm keying in on in this game are the Toronto Raptors over 107.5 team total. I think that's going to hit tonight. Team total for the Raptors over 107.5. I'm also taking Pascal Siakam over 4.5 assists. He didn't hit last night against the Pistons. They played pretty good defense for 3 quarters, the Pistons last night, especially against the larger bodies. They stood up pretty well against the Raptors. They had a lot of resistance in the paint, but it's really weird. Siakam has been essentially more than a stretch 4. He's been a playmaking big over the last 10-15 games. His assists have hit over 4.5 at a nearly 70% clip. I believe against the Milwaukee Bucks, I know it sounds crazier, but I believe there's going to be more efforts from Pascal Siakam today. He has been the secondary playmaker behind Van Vliet, if you guys have been watching the resurgence of the Toronto Raptors. I just want to say that I'm going to take the spread, but I'm going to wait just a bit before I post it because of the Gary Trent Jr. news. I do think that there's a chance that we could get an even better line in this matchup. Okay, it's 7 right now. We could get 8, 8.5. Let's see how it goes, bro. Let's see how it goes. Shout out to J Money though, my dog. He told me the line is disrespectful for this game. He said the line is disrespectful. Let's see how it goes. Drew Holiday has been off the map for a bit right now. He's been off the map for quite a bit. I do think he is due to return, but it's not listed right now. He almost came back against the Warriors, so for him to still be ruled out right now is concerning. But, rust factor may be at play as well if he does come back. The reason I say we could get a better line is if they randomly activate Drew Holiday, you could get a line of +8, +8.5 for this Raptors team tonight. It's a similar trend like the Pistons against the Raptors. The Raptors perform well against the Bucks overall, ATS. I'm taking the Raptors. I'm just going to wait to see if we can get a better line. But I have already bet the Raptors team total over 107.5, and I've also bet Pascal Siakam over 4.5 assists in this matchup. Other plays that I'm looking at in this game, but I have not bet, may do another live session later in the day, are the Raptors spread. Jordan Nwora's points over of the Milwaukee Bucks. Jordan Nwora, his points over, if they offer the market. They are not right now. There's a bit of uncertainty with both lineups right now. But yeah, that's what I like in the game. That's what I like in the game. I'm going to close in on this Raptors later on. I'm just going to see if we can get more points, okay? So shout out to everyone that's watching right now. I got about 80 people watching. If you can take a second to hit the like button, everyone, let's get 80 likes. Let's get 80 likes. Support the free sports betting content. Let's run it up as high as we can. Let's cash as many tickets as we can together. And take a second to visit sportx.bet as well, especially if you're outside of the U.S. Take advantage of this opportunity. Let's get 80 likes on the video. Take a second to hit the like button. And also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe and turn notifications on the channel so you don't miss any of the sports betting content that we release. That's all. It's a fair bargain. It's a fair bargain. It's a fair bargain, everyone. Hit the like button. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Just talking trash. Let me move on, though. Nothing for me on the the Blazers-Wizards game. I'm going to tell you guys, the Portland Trailblazers are absolutely terrible on the road. 2-14 on the road, abysmal. But they might get Anthony Simons back into the lineup today. You can see right here on RotoWire, actually, Anthony Simons is the projected starting point guard today. He has been wreaking havoc, I swear. He has been going through some personal tragedies in his own family, a personal tragedy in his own family. It seemed to have galvanized him. He was already playing well before that, but, you know, his play may expedite the trade of Damian Lillard. I'm not saying he is Damian Lillard. I'm not saying he is as good as Damian Lillard. But if they have another serviceable guard that they can build around for the Portland Trailblazers, it could expedite them trading Damian Lillard to try to get the best price possible because they have another young piece to build around. But that's just my idea. I think Damian Lillard's about to be traded. I think John Collins is going to be traded. I think Ben Simmons and Christian Wood are going to be traded. We're going to get trade action this year, everyone. I'm telling you, trade action. Let's see how it affects things. But for now, without Bradley Beal, he's still in health and safety protocols. No bet for me in this game. But mob shit. I won't be surprised if the Blazers win this game outright. I'm just going to say it. They don't have the firepower without Bradley Beal. He put these guys on his back. I know, Kuzma's been going off. Maybe look at Kuzma's rebounds as well. Maybe look at Kuzma's rebounds in that game. But I'll be honest, everyone. This game is likely to not get $1 of my money, other than possibly Kyle Kuzma over on his rebounds if the books do not over-adjust it. That's just what I want to say. They're not getting $1 from me. The Blazers and the Wizards. All right. They can't trade Westbrook. They can't even amnesty his contract. It's too late. Once the season goes beyond 20 games, you can't even amnesty the player. There's no medical hardship or anything. He's healthy. They're stuck with Westbrook, I think, unless they do something savage. Unless they trade him for nothing. All right, everyone. I've already been here for a lot longer than I thought, so I'm just going to speed it up. Let me get some of my picks out of the way. I will recap at the end for everyone that's just joining us right now. I have already bet on Pascal Siakam over 4.5 assists. Raptors team total over 107.5. Closing in on that spread, waiting for the price. I do lean towards OG Anunoby's rebounds as well, over, and Jordan Nwara's over for his points. Moving on to the Knicks and the Hawks game. This game is going to be very, very interesting, everyone. I watched the Hawks game last night. They played a lot better. No one wants to be traded to Sacramento. No one wants to be traded to Indiana, I'm telling you. They acted like it last night, but in the last 2 minutes of the game, and this is why I think the Hawks are going to come out pissed last night. That, if you watched, I know Drake was sitting there, but if you watched the Hawks Heat game last night and you bet on the Heat, you are very fortunate right now. Don't even lie to yourself. You're very fortunate right now. The Hawks lost that game. The Heat didn't win that game. In the last 2 minutes, it was a circus of errors. Kevin Huerter alone, all right? Kevin Huerter alone cost the game for the Hawks last night. He fouled PJ Tucker twice under 2 minutes left in the bonus. Then he fouled Tyler Hero. 6 free throws. Then on the inbound pass with 20 seconds left, 2-point game, what does he do? He passes it right to the Heat. And then he was about to cry on the sideline. They called timeout. I kid you not. Go look it up. He was crying. Kevin Huerter was crying. We might need to take his points total over simply because of that. I'm telling you. Like, they might trade him. They might trade Kevin Huerter for what he did last night. I'm telling you. But either way, though, very positive signs from Trae Young. Positive signs from DeAndre Hunter. Positive signs from the bench as well, Danilo Gallinari. I think the Hawks are going to cover tonight. I didn't bet it, though. My play in this game is going to be RJ Barrett, under 5.5 rebounds. And as you can see, let me zoom in on it. The logos. Don't be surprised they trade Kevin Huerter for that last 2 minutes last night. I'm telling you. Horrible. Even though there's no one to complain but me because no one bet the Hawks, right? So there's no one to complain but me. Everyone's really just celebrating. But Clint Capella has been upgraded to a game-time decision, according to RotoWire, for the Hawks game last night. I do want to say Trae Young, his assist prop, he has been going under his assist total on average by 2 assists a game since Clint Capella has not been playing. It's very easy to make the connection, the direct connection between Trae Young and Clint Capella. The synergy between the two. A lot of the assist production comes from Trae Young. If we get Clint Capella tonight, I'm taking Trae Young over on assists. I don't think he's hit for 3 games. If he gets his main guy back in Clint Capella tonight, I will take Trae Young over 9.5 assists. But for now, I'm just trying to get ahead of the line because it's less rebounds for everyone, okay? If Capella comes back, it's a contrarian play as well. I'm taking R.J. Barrett of the New York Knicks under 5.5 rebounds. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Kanini. How's it going? You've been going crazy. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Crypto Wiz, you said it. Facts. I just remembered. You said it last night in the chat. You said it. Warriors first half money line. I said if the Warriors come out and win, I won't be surprised just because of their roster, but I was a bit scared to bet it. It got burnt a couple times with these guys. The Heat gutted that one out. That was an event for them last night. I don't know why that game was as hype as it was. Maybe Drake was there. It was sold out. That game was like a playoff game last night. That Hawks Heat game, I watched it. Sickening. All right, moving on. A couple other plays, and I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to share some of the other plays that I do have on my radar, but there weren't any markets available. And I'm going to add them. I'll actually pull up the markets right now just to make sure. Moving on, my favorite play of the day, everyone. My favorite play of the day is in the Cavs Thunder game. It is Evan Mobley over 8.5 rebounds, minus 115. Evan Mobley over 8.5 rebounds today. He's going to flirt, you could say, with a double-double today, but I'm going to take his rebounds over 8.5. We've been hitting with the over 7.5 in certain spots. You see, I didn't take him last night. Certain players, especially younger players, it requires timing. I believe it's time to jump back on Evan Mobley over 8.5 rebounds, and it's juiced at minus 115. It's a bit telling. The OKC Thunder are one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA, and even if the Thunder go up by 20 points, they're in developmental mode with Evan Mobley, and I think that he's going to hit his mark tonight. I think he's going to get to 10 rebounds. I'm going over 8.5, but if you go over 9.5 for plus money, I don't think that's a bad bet. Let me charge my laptop. Let me put my laptop charger in. It's hectic. It's hectic right now. Jumping right into the NFL weeds right after this. NFL. Get ready, everyone. Shout out to the Mavs, though. They came through, though. Shout out to the Mavs. Shout out to the Mavericks last night. 100%. Let's get some money today. Evan Mobley over 8.5 rebounds. No play for me on the side right now. Gonna wait. They might get Rondo back too as well. The Cavs. We know. It's evident. Everyone. We know. I don't have to tell you how profitable the Cavaliers have been, but this could be a scheduling spot for them today against the Thunder team. The Thunder are coming off a game against the Nets though, where they not overperformed because they did pounce on a team that was missing a couple of their key guys that day. No James Harden, no Kyrie, obviously. Thunder came through. They are a streaky team as well, the Thunder. They're a team that actually puts fear in me when it comes to point spreads. I don't like betting against them. I don't like betting against the Thunder, I'm telling you. But I also don't like betting against the Cavs. So you have to excuse me for being conflicted on the point spread in this particular game. Now, just moving on. What do we have? Let me see if we have the markets. Let me see if we have the markets for the Clippers. The Clippers props. Spurs props, there were only like a couple. It was really weird. Then I'm going to get on that Bulls Celtics game, have a very interesting take on that game, and I'm out of here. Now, the market is out for Zubac's rebounds. I like Zubac to go over his rebounds 7.5, but I'm just going to wait on this one until I get more lineup news, everyone. I like Zubac over 7.5 rebounds, but the play that I'm waiting for in this particular game, I just want to see what the line and the pay is so I can reference it to the last couple of games, is Jakob Poeltl's points, okay? We cashed with his rebounds last night. We're going to cash with his points today. We're taking Jakob Poeltl of the San Antonio Spurs over on his points total today. Just wait for the market to come out. If it's 11.5, 12.5, take it. Take the over. Crypto Wiz said take Nets first half money line. Hey, the Nets have performed very well against the Pelicans. I like that play actually. It's just that as you can see, I have not been betting very many Brooklyn Nets games. I just haven't been betting very many Brooklyn Nets games. I like watching them play though. Not at home though. Crypto Wiz, you've been on it though. You've been streaking. Is that the play? Nets first half, bro? Tell us. The Cavs' size does scare me as well in that game. They have an overwhelming edge on the front line against the Thunder. The Thunder have a lot of young talent, though. Josh Giddey, we know SGA. SGA is coming to play tonight. It's going to be a fun game. I might need to tune into that game. I also want to say that on the Raptors-Milwaukee game, I just looked at my list. I have it listed. I have a lean for the over, 221. I didn't play it, though. All right. So Jakob Poeltl over on points. I will add it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at MyGuyKnowsAGuy. I will add it on. I like the Jakob Poeltl play. I will tweet that out later. Maybe we can do another session before the Raptors game or something tonight. I can just come back on some of these markets. But let me move on. To the Bulls game. All right, everyone. This is not going to be a popular pick, but I'm going to wait for this spread to inflate even further for the Bulls. With Alonzo Ball being questionable news, Zach LaVine is injured. He is going to have an MRI on his knee, something that fans of the NBA and Bulls fans in particular do not want to hear. Knee and Zach LaVine in the same sentence, especially when he had an ACL injury when he was a much younger player. And it's actually crazy how well he bounced back from his ACL tear. He was absolutely explosive for the Timberwolves after the ACL tear. I'm not going to say anything bad about. I don't even know why I went down that road. I think it's a minor injury. I don't wish that on anyone. Yeah, sorry everyone. There's someone in the kitchen. I'm going to wrap this up though. Lonzo Ball is questionable today. I'm going to wait for this line to inflate further. I'm going to take the Bulls on the spread today as underdogs. They have performed very well. And Nikola Vucevic has performed very well against the Celtics as well. Both teams got embarrassed last night. Look at the record of the Boston Celtics as favorites. Look at how they operate in the environment of a favorite. Look at it. Take look at it yourself. Honestly, I don't trust the Celtics as favorites tonight. I'm going to take the Bulls with the points. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to add that later. I'm going to wait for this line to inflate even further and just see if the Celtics are going to catch dollars like I'm projecting. And we don't have to wait. We can wait until the last minute on that one as well. But if we get Lonzo Ball tonight in particular, I am going to play. They still have talent. DeRozan, Vucevic, Lonzo Ball. Kobe White is going to step up today in the absence of Zach LaVine. A heightened level of intensity. This team got beat by 40 twice in a row, and they still have talent. I don't trust the Celtics as favorites. I'm gonna take the Bulls as dogs tonight. I'm just gonna wait to get the best possible prices possible. I'm going to take the Raptors on the spread, and I'm going to take the Bulls on the spread today. Ayo Dosunmu is going off tonight. Kobe White's going off tonight. The Celtics are in shambles. I think they're more in shambles than the Bulls. The Bulls just had a brutal week with scheduling and a couple of injuries here and there. I still believe in the Bulls long term, although the Bucks are going to catch them. The Bucks are eventually going to catch the Bulls, I'm telling you. Vucevic rebounds, maybe take a look at that as well. Even though, no, it cashed last night. I think Vucevic, yeah, it could cash. I think that's one of the key props that could cash on back-to-back nights. I'm not going to bet it, though. All right, everyone, I'm getting out of here. Hit the like button. Turn notifications on, subscribe to on YouTube, and visit sportx.bet, especially if you have a MetaMask. If you know what a MetaMask is, you can bet directly from your MetaMask, no problems, no gas fees on the Polygon network. Take a second to visit sportx.bet, earn crypto while you bet on the sports games directly from your MetaMask. The best thing going right now. I'll tell you the plays that I have money on already. Toronto Raptors, team total over 107.5. Pascal Siakam, over 4.5 assists. Evan Mobley, over 8.5 rebounds. Those are my 3 favorite plays of the day. I'm telling you that right now. I am also going to place a smaller bet on RJ Barrett rebounds under 5.5. I'm trying to get ahead of the potential Clint Capella news. And I'm also going to add Jakob Poeltl of the San Antonio Spurs to go over his points when the market releases, as long as it's not in the 13.5 range. If it's in 11.5, 10.5, 12.5 range, I will take it. I'm also going to likely add the Toronto Raptors on the spread, trying to get the best price possible. Might do another session later, and the Chicago Bulls on the spread today. But I just shared the plays that I like the most. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Take a second to follow me on Twitter. At My Guy Knows a Guy. Follow SportX Project. Visit sportx.bet. the best sports betting project in crypto. The best. As soon as you try the platform, you'll know what I'm talking about. Check it out. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me show you guys some love. Furlough, No Don, BT Brammer, Crypto Wiz, Dennis, Jamrocks, 77 Figures, Oregon, Kanini, CJ, Matthew, Chunk, Mario Harris, Matt Porter, River, Cedric. If you guys can, help us get 50 to 100 likes on the video. It helps as many people see the video as possible. I'm going to try to get some more bright minds on the show. But, I just capped the games and came on live. I'm going to jump into the NFL stuff and share some. I'm going to be sharing the largest bets that were placed on SportX.bet. If you are betting on the NFL games, I will share some of the large bets that have been placed on SportX.bet. The Whales came out to play today. And that's it, everyone. Enjoy your day. NFL Super Wildcard Weekend. Still lots of NBA action today. Still lots of college basketball action as well. Turn notifications on. I'll see you guys later. Just know that I genuinely enjoy this. Win or lose, I genuinely enjoy this. Let's keep it going, everyone.